Hey guys, I lately talked about AI misalignment and I told you guys I'm gonna publish my books. And because back then I've been writing about them, different aspects and solutions and stuff like that. And then I published them and sold some copies. So today I wanna talk about some examples of AI misalignment and what it's all about and what's the big deal about it. To understand why this happens and what it could mean for us, I'm going to break down some reasons behind AI misalignment, what kind of problems it could cause, and how we might prevent it from getting out of hand. Actually, there are some examples happened. I recorded some case studies about it in different niches, actually. So, what is it? When we talk about aligning AI, we mean making sure it behaves in ways that support human goals, values, and safety, right? In an ideal world, we want AI to not just perform tasks correctly, but also understand and prioritize human well being. Misalignment happens when there is a disconnect between what we want the AI to do and what it actually does. It could be anything from a simple error in programming to the AI deciding to interpret its goal differently than we plan. Think of it this way: you give your AI assistant the task of, for example, optimizing your smart home's energy usage. And it figures out that shutting down your heating and cooling systems completely would save you the most energy. Actually, they made some movies about it, some blockbuster movies in Hollywood a few years ago. Technically, it did what you asked, but it missed the bigger picture, your comfort and safety, right? So, this is a small example, but the stakes get a lot higher as we start using AI for big tasks in the finance, healthcare, security, and even self driven cars. Why does AI go off track? AI misalignment can happen for a bunch of reasons. Many of them link to how we set up and train these systems. I talked about it before. It's not because they are not unsupervised, although they talk about it, or unsupervised, but they're not, because still they're the engineer who is supervising AI and programming AI. So here is a closer look at some main causes. First of all, when creating AI, developers set up specific goals or objectives for it to accomplish. But if those goals aren't defined clearly, the AI might take shortcuts or do things in ways we didn't expect. This is especially common in complex systems where the AI tries to maximize rewards or efficiency, sometimes in ways that overlook safety or ethics. Human values aren't built in when we talk about building an AI system. AI doesn't naturally get our values. Even if it follows instructions perfectly, it could make decisions that go against what we consider right or fair. For example, an AI program to maximize clicks on a website might promote extreme or misleading content because it doesn't understand the social implications, just that it's doing its job for increasing engagement. Too much complexity messes with everything. Some AI models are so complex and capable of learning on their own that their behaviors become unpredictable, even to their creators. When AI learns from tons of data, it can pick up unexpected patterns and start acting on them in ways we can easily control or foresee. This lack of predictability makes it harder to keep AI aligned with our intentions. Another thing is the black box issue. A lot of advanced AI systems, especially deep learning ones, I wrote about them in my deep learning book, make decisions that are hard for humans to understand or trace back. This black box nature means that we might not even know why an AI did something, making it tough to tell if it is aligned with our goals or not. This lack of transparency is a huge risk, especially if the AI's actions have major real world impacts. When AI misalignment happens, the consequences can range from annoying to downright dangerous. Here are some scenarios. For example, misaligned AI in financial sectors could lead to joblessness. People lose their jobs, unfair pricing, or big resource imbalances. If an AI decides to prioritize certain industries or region over the others, it could mess with the broader economic system. I have some traders friends, and one of them used the AI, and he claimed that he um, got a lot of money because he fed the AI, his AI system, some coding and stuff, and it went like he started earning a lot of money. That was useful for him, but the consequences of it is not good for the economic system. So how do they do that? How we can do it is in my future videos. I don't, this discussion, I am focusing on AI. AI driven social media platforms are a good example here. When these systems prioritize clicks and engagement, they must amplify harmful or decisive content, fueling misinformation or even hate speech. If an AI doesn't grasp human ethics, it might act in ways that are harmful to communities or even entire populations. Sam Altman's open source is developing ChatGPT 5, and they have implemented ethics within the AI, and it's very exciting and promising. So we will see how it goes, and I'm very excited about it. So another thing is about physical and environmental risks. In fields like healthcare, transportation, or environmental management, misaligned AI could cause serious harm. Imagine an autonomous vehicle, example Tesla, that prioritizes speed to save time, putting lives at risk, or an AI managing resources. I talk about, okay, guys, I will, and in my next video, I talk about case studies. So this is just an introduction, okay? Worst case scenario, which could happen, some experts are worried about that super intelligent AI, if it is not properly aligned, I talked about super intelligent AI in the past as well. If it is not properly aligned with human goals, could be an existential risk. That's a nightmare scenario where AI systems get so powerful and autonomous that they could cause significant harm if they are working against human interests, even unintentionally. Hollywood made some movies about. Oh, the $1 million question here is how to keep AI aligned with our goals. What can we do to avoid misaligned AI? It's a big challenge, but there are ways to improve alignment and reduce risks. How can we do that? Making sure goals are super clear and consider all the necessary safety and ethical factors can help prevent AI from taking shortcuts. I highly recommend engineers, very young engineers that are on low salary hired within the big corporations. I highly recommend to train them ethics so that they understand the morality and ethics. Because if they are not trained well, they program something crappy, can mess around with everything and create confusing AI systems, but intelligent one, the wicked intelligent AI system, I call them. And that's the only way we can program and write algorithms based on ethics and morality. I highly recommend to read my book about AI and ethics because I talked in details. I do believe that we have to embed human values within AI systems. Some researchers, and one of my research is about that as well, that I'm helping AI policymakers to embed human values. And they should teach AI about human values. This could involve training AI to mimic how people make ethical decisions so it has a better chance of acting in ways we'd consider morally acceptable. You have to be very smart to write the algorithm. It's not just knowing programming. I am engineer myself. It's not just about writing the algorithm and programming. It's about how to program ethics in a way that AI can understand. Transparency and explainability. See, we need AI models that aren't so black box in nature. Transparent AI models allow humans to understand how they work, which makes it easier to spot when they are going off track and fix the problem. Governments and industry leaders are starting to create rules for AI that aim to protect people. But right now, some of them are very occupied with presidential campaigns, 2024. And some of them are doing illegal things. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's very frustrating and aggravating. So right now, they're occupied with those stuff. I'm talking about organizations within tech industry need to look closer at these kind of regulations and cooperation with each other. By setting standards for safety, ethics, and transparency, we can help guide AI development in a way that minimizes misalignment. It could happen though. It could happen in future if we are not. So AI isn't just a tech problem. It's about ethics, social impact, and law. Getting experts from these areas to collaborate can help make sure AI stays aligned with what people actually need and want. I think governments, many governments, especially the idiot ones, are going into war with each other for no apparent reason. They're so stupid. Oh my God. I don't know who hired these people. For so stupid things, they go in war with each other without understanding that these kind of things things happened before in the past, and they just result. We sit and in our schools read about history, what they did, what kind of crimes they committed, and still they cheat in presidential campaign. Anyway, wrapping up, AI misalignment is a real challenge, but it's not an impossible one. We just need good leaders. Understanding why AI goes off track and working on solutions now will be key to keeping this technology safe and beneficial. With a smart design, transparency, ethical consideration, and good regulations, we have a better shot at making sure AI is a positive